Hi, good morning. Does anybody want to guess? Comment down below. Wow, we started with aggression this morning. How early the construction decided to start today? 6:30, which is fine because usually I'm up by then. But today I wasn't because my body said you ran too much and I want to sleep, and I said fine. It's fascinating to watch because, okay, not to just become a construction channel, but the stuff they're doing right now is like right across the street. So it won't be this bad forever, she says, hopefully. It's like watching like children play because it seems like there's no order. There's like 4 different cranes going at the same, or scoops. What are they called? Is it crane? Okay. I was just typing into my Google search, and the first 2 things that come up are, if you're detained overnight, do you go to jail? And when do you use a semicolon? And I just think that that is the epitome of my search history. Anyway, I'm Melissa, I write books. Today, it's already the 18th, which is wild. I know I'm not doing like daily content, but it really feels like this month has just flown by. Like it's already coming up on 2 weeks since that writers conference, which means, oh, I don't know how much to update you about anything. It's confusing out here, but I sent all my stuff. I haven't heard anything back. Like I have gotten 1 query reply. I think I might get more soon because a lot of the agents I submitted to were like 2-weekers, and it's now been about 2 weeks. Okay, let me know if anybody else has experienced this who's querying or who has queried. Friday afternoon is a big day for me to receive queries. I usually get a lot on Friday afternoons, and maybe that's a bad sign. Like they do all the rejections on Friday. I don't know how it goes, but I just remember that like it would be Friday afternoon and I would just get this sinking pit that usually meant it was a rejection. But also I mostly got rejection, so it's hard to tell if that's really what that was. But I did also get a full request on a Friday once. So it's just like, I feel like Fridays are days that maybe they go through an inbox, and I can see that. Like you get to the end of the week, it's kind of a Friday afternoon task. I could see that because it's kind of like it's like not the primary task for agents. Sometimes I forget that like that's not their main job, looking at queries. I mean, it is, but it's not like there's other things that they're doing. Obviously everyone knows that. You know what I mean? I'm mostly writing a new book right now, The Beeping. And I'm going to get to that in a moment, but I think I'm going to, you know how I said I finished my synopsis? Well, I did. That is correct and true, but I did not ever proofread it or cut it down. So I'm gonna do that quick this morning. It will not take me long. I truly do not think it will. And then send it to, there's 2 agents I was waiting to send to until that. This is giving you absolutely no context, so welcome to the video. My goal is to get to 1667 words in my adult thriller, and also today to send out 2 queries and hope for the best. Maybe I should check my spam folder in case they've been going there. Just a barren wasteland, bye. Sorry, I sent a query, and they usually send like there's like an automated response with Query Tracker, like Query Manager. But this one was just a straight up email. So I sent it, and then I immediately got an email back, which is obviously like an automatic email, like, hey, thank you, but the jump scare I had, I was like, querying is so wild. It's like, if I don't see you in 90 days, I'm like, okay. really don't understand why it takes a full week, a 40-hour week, for them to dig up one parking lot. Like, I feel like that could be an afternoon task. That's my thought on the construction industry of America. What are you doing? Just scoop it up and put it in a pile. Is it that hard? The beeping is really starting to get to me, but it won't be like this for very long. Okay, let's get some volume. Let's get some texture. Okay, hi, Friday morning. Did I talk to you at all yesterday, or did I just show you making a meal? This week has been really heavy on other random projects that I needed to do. I don't know, it was really random. Like, there were just a bunch of random things that I needed to do that took a lot of time. I think it was like a combination of avoiding a lot of things, or not even avoiding all of them, prioritizing writing in prep for that conference. So then a lot of things just got like pushed to now, this time in our lives. I better have a rom-com out of this construction or I'm gonna be mad. Do you see it? Like, oh, the crane is blocking my driveway. Hello, sir. No, okay. Yesterday, did I write yes, yesterday morning I did. That was a weird day. I think I wrote like 900 words. To be frank, I have not been hitting the word count at all. So I'm really trying to figure out how to like activate that part of me where I actually hit the word count and not just write 900 words, which 900 words is not nothing. Still, I'm on chapter 5 out of 28. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry, I just needed to do some thumbnails. Okay, I'm going to a coffee shop with one of my coworkers today to write over our lunch hour. So that's when I'm gonna try to get my words in. I've been feeling recently like I wanna kind of map out the next year, which is aggressive because it's not like the new year. It's not really any particular time where people would typically do that. But I think when I initially thought about my writing for the year, I was really just trying to get through the wedding season and get that to the query stage. And now that that's at the query stage and it's like, I'm just querying that and it's just, I'm just reminded of how querying is, where you like literally don't hear anything for months. And so I need to like fully commit to making other plans for the year and not getting caught up on like, what if I get an R&R? What if I need to what if I, just because I feel so good about that book and I feel so good about that query doesn't mean that the world will. So I need to accept and move on. No, I'm still querying, don't get me wrong. I'm still actively querying and hopefully things go well. But again, I will not hear for months. So I think it would be helpful for me to actually make some sit down, how long is, like, what am I gonna be working on this year besides the wedding season? Because I was very tunnel visioned into that. I'm gonna kind of map it out, given how long, like what I know about the book. Ooh, should I get the whiteboard? That's always fun. Hello, welcome. Ooh, you don't see me from this side very often, do you? Welcome to my plans. So, this is kind of given how long things have taken me, and I've actually given myself a bit more room than I usually do, which I think will be helpful for me emotionally. So, first I had to calculate how long I think this draft of Gas Station is. And so I did 2 different calculations. So I figured out how long it would take if I did 10,000 words a week or if I did 15,000 words a week. And 15,000 words a week is pushing it a little bit. But if I do 10,000 words a week, I can get it done in 8 weeks. And if I do 10,000 words or 15,000 words a week, then I can get it done in 6. And I'm gonna aim for the 6 because I want to finish it faster. So I think having a week goal rather than a day goal might help me. And so that has April and May finishing this draft of Gas Station. Then in June, I have here taking off of Gas Station, which I will for sure do, but I also would really like to get it into the hands of some early readers. I just don't know if it's going to be at that stage yet, because often I finish a draft too and I have a bunch of things that I want to fix. Like for me, because I know that they need to be fixed. But I have a couple of readers who will read at a very early stage, even if there are things that I know I need to fix. And at this point, the plot is feeling really tight, and I'm hoping to fix more of those things as I go this time and encompassing that into draft 2, rather than having that be a whole nother draft, you know? Then I have July, which is another camp, starting on that revision. And I gave myself, for this revision, that's better. I gave myself 2 months. So July, I'm gonna call the content revision. So that's what I would typically consider to be a revision, like any feedback, like, oh, this plot point didn't make sense, like doing all of that, implementing the feedback content-wise and like planning where it goes and putting it in. And then having August be a line revision of that content. So like making sure that it flows with what was put in, because a lot of times in this content revision means like looking at the plot and figuring out how do I fix the problem. And then so it's more like this is the planning where it goes and this is the putting it in and making it fit. So I give myself 2 months, because usually I just give myself 1 month for a revision, which is diabolical, frankly. Like, who thought that that was gonna happen? Then September, I would want it with readers again and be like fully outlining a new book, like doing character, doing a deep Save the Cat. That is September and October, which that is 2 months for outlining. But if I remember in the past, like that tracks. That's if I want there to be a really solid outline, which I've started to want that, because like a really detailed, deep outline, especially when I'm dictating, that's just very helpful. And it's like pre-writing the book, essentially. Then November, dictate draft, that new book. And then in December, finish that draft, that dictated draft, and then implement, then look at the feedback from the reader. So I'd give it to the readers like September, October, whenever it's finished, and then start outlining somewhere in there. You know, because it never falls completely on the month, you know, so I like to give myself a little bit extra space. This feels very achievable to me, but I hope I don't need to use it. I hope like there's something agent happening and I'm working on wedding season again. In reality, this is probably what I'll be doing. So there you go. That was another episode of how can I procrastinate actually writing by doing other writing adjacent things. Thank you for coming along this journey with me. Hi. It's the afternoon. I'm waiting for my coworker to get to the Barnes & Noble because she was grabbing gas. As if that's something that you grab. We're gonna write here. I'm hoping to do 2 25-minute sprints and hopefully land somewhere close to like 1,700, I think would probably be about right. I want to start picking up the word count a little bit. I feel like I've been really low word count recently, and so okay, she's here. So I'm just gonna go. You see her over there? Just in broad daylight. Hey, quick before you leave. If you're watching this on the day it's posted, the morning it's posted, Sunday, today, I am going live, I'm going live this afternoon at 2 p.m. for some writing sprints. Very chill. You could do reading sprints, you could do cleaning sprints. Please just come so I'm not talking to myself. Actually, you know what? I could talk to myself all day. But if you have any questions you want to ask, if you just want to get some writing in on a Sunday afternoon, I know it's right during the hormone drop, but it could be good to get some writing done all together as friends. So 2 p.m. Central Time. I don't know the other time zones, but if you just go to my tab, Mike's Alyssa, me, and you look at it, it should tell you what time it is in
what time it's happening in your time zone. So join me this afternoon. And if you've made it this far in the video, comment down below a coffee to start the day right.